What's going on, boys? Today we're going to be talking about 6 different things that you should have done before you turn 21. Now, there are plenty of different things that you should have or should try to do before you turn 21 years old. These 6 points that I'm going to be making today are the 6 biggest things to me all 21-year-olds should have done in order to advance their life and actually see the world for its true form. So the very first thing on this list is moving out of your parents' house. Now, by 21 years old, you should definitely have experienced the world on your own 2 feet. By the time I was 18 years old, me and a buddy had moved up to LA in the Culver City area, and it was an absolute blast. It was so much fun. There was a lot of responsibility that you had to take on by yourself. Nonetheless, it was an amazing experience because mommy and daddy were not around. So the bills had to get paid somehow, or you would get evicted, or you wouldn't have water or gas. In order to stay on top of those things, you had to be responsible, and you had to learn how to take care of yourself, how to pay the bills, how to make money to support yourself. Especially as a guy, you need to get out and you need to live life on your own. Even if that means coming back after a year, if you can go out and experience that and understand what it's like to live on your own, your world will open up and you will understand how to take on responsibility correctly. Let's look at birds, for example, right? Birds that don't know how to fly, the mama bird is just gonna kick them right out of the nest. And if you do not learn how to fly, you're gonna die. A forceful way to learning how to live on your own 2 feet is just by moving out, just jumping head straight in and understand the world for how it really is. But there's some benefits to living on your own. Obviously, you can throw parties, you can have friends over, you can stay out as late as you want, you can do whatever you want. You are essentially living your own life. And the second thing on this list is that you should experience a third world country. Now, I'm sure a lot of you guys are from the United States or Canada or London or somewhere that is a first world country. But if you do not experience a third world country for yourself with your own eyes, you do not see how other people live. Now, you have to realize that if you already live in America, or if you're in the middle class or the upper class, you're still in the 1% of the world. You are the 1%. So you have to realize that other people are living in true poverty. Poverty in America is definitely not true poverty whatsoever. Especially if you grow up in the suburbs like I did growing up in Orange County and everything was pretty much just handed to you and life is really easy. You're gonna take a lot of things for granted. You're not gonna have a lot of gratitude unless you see how other people live, and you have to experience that. And it's a really rude awakening, and it really humbles you as a person. It makes you more grateful to see that you are so privileged to be born how you were born and not elsewhere. I was fortunate enough to experience third world countries with my church because we would go down to Mexico and build houses for battered women and children's shelters, or just build houses for families to live in. I mean, you gotta see these houses, man. These houses are like super small, maybe 200 square feet tops, and you have 3 or 4 families living in that room, and it's crazy to see that. But those are the more fortunate people. Okay, you have to realize people are living in bushes, man. Like, people don't have running water, people don't have places to go to the bathroom, and you need to understand that and see that for yourself. Getting that into your roots before you turn 21 will allow you to live a much more fulfilled life because you understand how grateful you are for what you do have, and it's going to make you strive for more because you're probably going to want to help other people. The third thing that you should do before you turn 21 years old is establish a fitness routine into your lifestyle. Now, whether you are on the skinny side or you are on the obese side, everybody should have a fitness goal and everybody should get into fitness because physical health is extremely important. Look at our body. Look at me right now on the screen. All you see is my physical appearance. So you have to open your eyes and realize that there are very few components to you as a person. Look, if you are sitting at home and you do that for a majority of your life, you're gonna die very early. You're gonna have a lot of diseases, and you're probably not gonna experience that right now because you're so young and your body can adapt to things. But you need to get into a fitness routine. Fitness is absolutely key, and it will also progress you with your mental health, your emotional stability. Taking care of your body is in line with you as a person. And that's exactly why I preach so much fitness content on my channel, because fitness is a huge part of absolutely everybody's lives. In my opinion, it should not be an option. We do not grow up thinking that fitness is very important because PE and all these stupid classes, like, we don't even learn anything about weight loss. We don't learn anything about fitness in school growing up. We learn about history, we learn about science, we learn about some things that we're probably never gonna use in our lifetime. Our everyday bodies, our everyday fitness, our everyday health we don't learn about that. Now, it's super simple to get into fitness. You just have to identify a goal. It doesn't have to be a physique goal. You don't have to have a goal based on appearance. Maybe your goal is to be healthier, or maybe your goal is to be able to walk up 2 flights of stairs without sweating bullets. Your goal should have to do with wanting to improve you as a person with your physical body, your physical self. Whether or not you have a fitness goal or not yet, or if you're on track to losing a few pounds or gaining some muscle, or if you don't have any goals yet but you want to, go ahead and comment down below what your goals are and what you want to do to improve yourself. I'm really interested to hear what each and every one of you guys have for yourselves. Number 4 is that you should have already developed a sense of style. Okay, you cannot just be copying your dad, wearing Tommy Bahama shirts with cargo shorts and some New Balance shoes with socks going halfway up to your knee. We are in the modern age. You're not a dad, okay? I mean, if you want to pull that off, that's good for you. Seriously, develop a sense of style, because when you go out into the public, you have to realize that you are representing your reputation. And everywhere you go, you are leaving a branded image in everybody's mind. And if you come across that person again, or if you hope to network with people, they're going to judge you. People judge you immediately based off of your appearance. If you can create that good first impression with somebody and everybody around you by having a sense of style, by saying, I am trying to dress better, I bought these awesome clothes, you know, I went out to the store and I actually tried to get these clothes instead of just wearing an old raggedy t-shirt out to the store all the time. People are gonna know that, and it's going to be a lot more reputable for you as a person. Go on Google, go on YouTube, look around at some pictures, or go on Instagram, look at some models, and see what you as a individual like as a style, because you might not like the same style I like, okay? I don't really like how hipsters dress up. Personally, for my sense of style, I don't want to dress up like a cholo. I'm not gonna be wearing baggy dicky pants with flannel shirt, right? That's not my sense of style, but other people can pull that off, and other people enjoy wearing that style, but at least they have a sense of style for their character. Develop yourself, develop your style. It's gonna speak a lot about you as a person, and it just shows that you care about yourself and that you really want to keep growing as a person. And the 5th thing that you should have figured out by the time you are 21 is your relationship with money. This is absolutely critical. So many people go into college trying to get a job to chase money. They're trading time for money. I personally don't like that idea. I don't like the concept of having to go in and clock in, and by the time I clock out, I stop making money. For me, I've established the idea that I don't want to go to college, I don't want to have a job, I don't want these other things, and that's me personally. If you want to have a job, especially in a specific career, maybe you do have to go to college to become a psychologist. That's your thing. Maybe you don't want to have a ton of money. Maybe you just want to live comfortably. Maybe you just want to have a car, a reliable car, a house to live in, a family, and you don't need a lot of money, and you want to pursue your dream as a psychologist. That's totally fine, but you have to identify what you want in life, because if you don't think about it, which so many kids spend hundreds of thousands of dollars going to school before they think about what they want to do for the next 50 years of their life, and that's what really messes them up. I mean, look at the older generation, learn from them, do not make the same mistakes they did. So identify, is money going to be a big factor in what you want in life? Do you want to have money so you don't have to worry about your car breaking down? Maybe you want to have 3 cars, so if one car breaks down, you can just take the other cars and you can send that one to the shop. That's how I see life, is money as a very important tool. So you have to identify what money means to you, because whether you like it, agree with it or not, money is the foundation of this capitalistic system that we live in. And also, to add to that, you want to start a savings account, okay? By 21 years old, you want to already have started a savings account, especially if you are going to have a job that you have to clock in, and then by the time you clock out, you stop making money. If you don't have multiple streams of income coming in, if you don't have passive streams of income coming in, you want to start a savings account, because the last thing you want to have is get into a career that you're working out for 10, 20 years and not have any savings, get laid off thinking that you had job security, which doesn't exist, by the way, and you have absolutely no fallback money. So every single 21-year-old should have already started a savings account that I would recommend start putting in 10% of every paycheck they have, and by the time you're 50, 60 years old, you will be a millionaire. And the very last thing, number 6, that you should have done by the time you were 21 is already figured out how you like to spend your free time. Now, a lot of you guys probably don't spend a lot of time alone productively. I'm sure a lot of you guys spend a lot of time playing video games or watching Netflix alone. That's not what I'm talking about by spending alone productive time. When you are alone, think about what makes you happy. Think about what you can do in your alone time that will refuel your energy. It might be video games, you know, video games might be a good escape, or, you know, writing raps, even if you're not a rapper, or writing poetry, or writing in a journal, or going out and doing photography, picking up a hobby. Figure out what you want to do in your, what you like to do in your free time, because after work, when you guys get off and you have 3 or 4 hours to kill, or you have the weekend to kill, figure out what you like to do, because that is life. I mean, outside of school, outside of your job is the life, that the reason that you go to school, the reason that you have a job. And if you just spend that sitting on the couch, not spending your money wisely, not having fun, not refueling yourself, then you're literally wasting your life away. So sit down in a room by yourself with these questions, with these different points, and think to yourself, how can I improve myself? Like, am I giving myself enough time and effort into myself? Because you have to realize you are, and you will always be, the biggest asset to your life. So if you are not working and growing on yourself, if you do not understand yourself, if you do not have self-awareness, then you're not going to get very far in life, whether it's financially, when it comes to fulfillment, relationships. You need to work on yourself and understand yourself and what you want before you go out and try to get what you want. Now, personally for me, I spend a lot of time alone in the first place. So what I like to do in my free time, which is very minimal, is hang out with other people, hang out, be social, be with friends, do what I can to just get out of my head, get out of my element, because in my space, in my life, in my situation, I spend a lot of time alone, which I love to do. I also like to get out and get out of my element so I can sharpen that blade. So when I come back to work, when I come back to doing what I love to do, I can do it at 100%. You guys are baller. I hope you guys took something away from this video. If you did, please drop a like. I wanted to share with you guys 6 important steps that I thought are very important to everybody's lives, especially by 21 years old, and you need to take care of these or you're gonna grow up to be 30, 40 years old and still be a baby inside of a man's body. As always, have a fantastic rest of your day. Do not forget to subscribe to my channel, and until tomorrow's video, stay awesome, stay lit, keep working on yourself, go 100%. Peace.